In motion comes the tight end left. They started on the ground with Ekeler. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Herbert. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It was Jarran Reed who got him down. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, 51 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Crosby on now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert just beat the play clock. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action. Now Rodgers steps away. And able to find Allen Lazard. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. We're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. An inside give to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Herbert now. Man open left side. It's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Coming left is Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
In motion right comes Allen. Now Herbert, third and goal. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So a little late drama in the first half, as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
From 17 yards out.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception.
Williams loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Rodgers now on first down.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers.
And converted into
folks. But yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams. Defense gets the turnover.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here?
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Crosby with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Sliding out of the pocket.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Eckler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3,
It almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see it.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
On first down, Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Again, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, it's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Running on first down, Eckler looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this is incomplete.
Donald Parham, the intended receiver.
But now it's 3rd and goal.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown!
Donald Parham.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Rodgers looking to throw. Out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And this is taken in at the 5. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make it.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?